Hi, everyone, and welcome to Marriott's Global Events Plan Well, Meet Well video series. My name is Aaron Dorsey, and today we'll be discussing how we can help extend the event experience, leveraging some of our key learnings through our digital event experiences. As we move towards face to face events returning, we believe that the communities you strive to create at your events not only should start and stop with the event dates, but extend beyond. We believe it'll be more important than ever to create a community for your guests after the event across various mediums and technology platforms, all while building anticipation for what's coming next. To start the conversation, I wanted to point one of our digital and hybrid experts, Melissa Blackshear. Melissa, what type of advice are you giving our clients on this topic of extending the event through their community?
Sure. Thanks, Aaron. So we're all really combating this state of mind, this phrase, Zoom fatigue, that tells us that we can only ever capture about 15 or 20 minutes of anybody's attention anymore. But when you look at all the ways that we are agreeable to giving up our attention to a screen, ESPN, video games, Netflix, you have to figure out, what is that reason? What are they doing that we're not doing in the events world to command more attention outside of those 15 and 20 minutes? So they've got better stories, they've got better engagement. And one of the biggest things that we're seeing, especially in the esports world, the video game world, is this idea of community. We're social creatures. And when you look at any of the leading human needs models, they all depict some sort of need for social connection. And in our events world, we try to meet that need. At our events, we do birds of a feather things to get people of like minded interests together. We have our networking events. We try to pair up mentors and first timers to get that sort of community and connection at the event. But when you look at the world of esports, they're doing that year round and specifically on a platform called Twitch. So users can go in there, watch their favorite video gamers play a game. They can engage with the community, asking questions, congratulating players, interacting through the chat on that platform. So when they actually come to their live event, they're just getting this amazing peak experience of getting to engage with their community in a very cool way, a very interactive way live. As soon as they're done with that event, they go right back to the community that they know and love and still get that same social connection. So they're creating that year-round experience that we can translate over into the event world. Another way to create this connection is to give people a deeper look into the people that they're watching on the screen. So think back to a time that you were watching the Olympics or some other sporting event, and they cut away for a few minutes to give you a little montage on how that athlete got to be where they are. Did they overcome some injury? Did they have a single parent that worked three jobs to get them the best coaches? It's those little details that make you invested now in the outcome and in that athlete doing well in that event. What if we took something like that into our events world and applied it to speakers? How do I get my community to care about the speaker that they're seeing at the event? Well, I start building that authenticity, that authority on the subject matter prior to the event and after the event. It can be as simple as posting things on your social media platform, articles that speaker wrote, links to other speaking engagements that they did to get people to anticipate what's coming, get really excited about seeing the speaker at the event, and then when they leave, to keep them excited about it and keep them engaged and keep your event, most importantly, at the top of their mind until the next time they get to come together.
That's great, Melissa. Thank you so much. I love the idea of connecting at that personal level to build a community and looking across. We've all been in this situation for a long time now, experiencing things digitally. So looking across and outside of our industry is really important, like Twitch and some of the other spaces that have been using this technology a lot longer than us. That's great.
Mhm.
Thank you for sharing. I wanted to turn a little bit now to one of our event management experts, Katie Cliggett, and she's got a lot of great experience. Katie, welcome. How are you helping to do this and extend the community with your clients and when you're managing your events digitally?
Yeah, thanks, Aaron. And yeah, there's a few examples of extending the experience that I'd like to touch on. The first is a client that made the decision to move forward with a completely digital program in December of 2020, as a lot of groups have done. One of their main areas of concern was how to increase traffic to their exhibitors in a completely digital environment. And ultimately, they developed what they called a 10 to win raffle that would allow attendees to be entered into a drawing every time they visited 10 exhibitor booths. So all of these winners and prizes were announced every morning during a live session to kick off the day. And this was a huge hit with all of their attendees and something that they all really look forward to. And since this group decided to keep their platform open an additional 90 days post-meeting, this raffle could also be implemented on a bi-weekly basis to still encourage attendees to visit their exhibitors and therefore extending both the attendee and exhibitor experience. Another group that I wanted to touch on has made the decision to move forward with a hybrid program for their 2021 fall meeting. During the conference registration process, their early bird in-person rate will not only include the experiences of going to an in-person meeting, but will also include access to all on-demand sessions post-conference. So although they may only be able to attend approximately 12 total sessions in person, they will have access to approximately 50 plus sessions post-conference. And since this group is really focused on education, the hybrid event will allow their attendees to have access to 5 times as many sessions than they would normally. So those are just 2 examples of extending the meeting experience for a completely digital event and a hybrid event. So with that, I will throw it back to you, Aaron.
Thanks, Katie. That's great. I know a lot of our clients are being really creative in the ways that they want to extend out to a deeper community, a further reaching community. And it's great that your group, your event managers have so much experience in this now, and we're seeing more and more. So I'm eager to hear more stories in the future. Thanks, Katie. So, I think one thing that's really proven, no matter how guests attend events, is that technology is going to play a vital role in facilitating the extension of these events. At Merritt's Global Events, we have various technology solutions that can help foster the connections that are made at an event, whether it's your guest is there in person or digitally. Like an experience tracker, which attended the connections they made with both individuals and companies. Something as simple as that can really help extend the life of your event. If you send that out directly after your event closes, just saying, hey, a reminder, this is all the great things that you did at the event, whether you were just watching through an experience like this or you're there in person. Other technologies like a first-person trade show is a new technology at Merritt's Global Events that we're positioning to create experiences for guests that can't be at an event in person, but we really want to create an experience like they are. So extending the reach of the exhibitor and sponsor community well past the event dates. Imagine going to a digital experience that replicates the trade show that you couldn't attend in person. So things like that can really help extend that event throughout the community and throughout the 365 days of the year. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention all the great engagement platforms that are out there, and we're partnering with a lot of them to help creatively extend the event as well. We've partnered with Twine, which is a deep networking tool that focuses on aligning people through matchmaking. A lighter weight solution like a Wonder, which allows guests to kind of network freely through video conferences. Both of these are great platforms that we see our clients and we can help with positioning not only during the event, but after the event. Like, let's bring people back together. Let's have a watch party to do something. The success of Clubhouse is another one is just something that has organically started to come up as a solution that's great for extending the event and creating these communities that can meet well after your event dates. So in a nutshell, I want to thank both Melissa and Katie for joining us, sharing some of their experiences. And thank you guys for joining us, and have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Take care.